What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Seven Nights Flashpoint. We've got a Loot 3 Files mission ready to go. We're going to have to kind of spread around and find them across the map. This is a fairly big map. It requires power level 4 to roll it in the first place. And so, welcome to the Decommissioned core. Enemies are relatively tough here. We're up to power level 8. And of course, about 1.5x health on them. There are 8 boxes, and there are 2 hosts, and so, you know, it would be nice to get as much of the optional loot as possible. As we look at the blue lines, we can see that the right-hand side of the map, pretty much, is controlled by this left side host, as well as, like, these things here. But it's like, you know, a little bit of the walk this way, but a lot of the walk that way is controlled by this host, right? It's like this, even that, I think. Yeah, all controlled, so it seems kind of reasonable to, like, hack this and, like, maybe my hacker can, like, run diagonally through. That'd be cool, like, save him some time. But the T running to the left, kind of stopping around here-ish, and then as the hack comes in, beelining across and playing for this spot, seems reasonable. On the other side, well, of course, the one on the right does, of course, control a lot of the cameras on the left, but it's much farther away. Like, I could start hacking on turn 1. And that seems overall like a much better idea, so no leverage other than Matrix Snoop, which is fine with me. That's enough. Now, also worth noting, by the way, this map does have red Matrix hosts, which means they're going to be much more brutal, and I might not even bother going for this host if I'm already taking too much damage. I don't want to, you know, have my cyber deck blow up. You know, there's a lot that I want to be kind of a little worried about here. But for now, we open with Tactical Surge. We had a couple of yields. Nothing to turn off just yet. Nothing I'm in a rush for. I don't think JTAC is needed right now. There's not enough open combat I'm expecting. Coordinated charge, get the team to run across the map a bit better. Ideally, we have the Cyber Knight claim the first kill. That would be the best possible option. So these guys have moved. This wall is still in the way, though. What I'm waiting for is you. Are you heading forward? Yes. Good. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure the right play, then, is CK gets this kill. He's relatively tanky, so he's relatively tanky, but the unfortunate thing is I don't have... Yeah, so here's the problem, basically, right? I don't really have a way to be cheeky here. It's just going to take a lot of bullets, and because he's in earshot range, I don't want to go for the AR. And so I've got to shoot, like, a lot of shots here. I have to hope I get lucky with a crit. Because I can't even yield down the appropriate amount to, like, have him throw marker sights. And, you know, I actually would have been willing to JTAC from here. I should have. It was a mistake. So I'm really just hoping I can high roll at least. Like, if I crit the first shot, I'm, like, completely safe. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tough to get the kill. Okay, there we go. That's huge. Suddenly, we get to pop Steamroll on the team, which is great. Suddenly makes my life a whole lot easier. So I'm just going to run to here, just outside of your shot, basically. 9.09 meters, and then we'll just single target you. Yeah, sure, there's more guards in the middle. I don't really care. The important thing is that's going to hit. And there's no one else that's really that important to look ahead here, so I'm not going to bother. I care about you a little bit. So we'll hit you kind of towards the middle. Yeah, you're going out that way. I don't care. All right, well, now more of my team is going to run fast. That's nice. I guess I should be a little bit cautious, so I'm going to stop here. That'll let me scope out more guard patrols. Okay, nobody's expecting this Matrix host, so I can walk in there cleanly. Just fine with me. He counts as spotted because the dead guard saw him, which makes sense. All right, here we go. It is a red host as far as I can remember. Yep, we get a Pit Viper, which is a 30 escalation. The nice thing is it's a relatively straightforward sort of walk. So what I'm going to probably end up doing is skipping the CPU, zero interrupting that, getting as far forward as I can, is taking both these things and getting out. We'll load spoof. Have to scan, of course. Thankfully, nothing too scary here. It's, you know, normal stuff so far. I'll scan to see if it's, you know, going to be easy. Do I want to preload disarm? No. I'm going to preload decoy, though. if you load a program, so like these aren't horrible, but like meh. Okay, we go here. Connection use, tally, AP, that's all fine. We can go in this order. Yep, we're already sec level 2. I can scan. More passive ice to deal with. That's just fine. So should be reasonable to try to get through the rest next turn. I am going to, again, take some very annoying escalations. It'll be tough. Thankfully, this shield blocks a lot of it, so I'm only taking 16. Oh, by the way, lethal feedback for 20. Yeah, so the fact that it went down to 16 means I don't take stress. If it was 20, I would have taken stress. So having deck armor is nice. Anything above 19, or 19 or above would have done it. Anyway, end for now. So somebody should grab this and then rejoin the team. So I'm going to have my Gunslinger go for kills to start. Decent first little bit. No crits, it's fine. As long as you're dead. Yep, great. We got to trigger Savagery. It doesn't matter at all. Nobody else in the field, so he's allowed to run there and not trigger any devices. So that's fine. We're back to 2 tally per turn. No one, of course, can see or hear anything. Well, all of the action and movement point buffs are helping. And because it's a primary objective to check every box, we have to do so. 2 to get there. That seems fine. Are we getting lucky? No. 2 to get out. Seems like a reasonable idea. It's roughly half speed to sneak. It's not exactly, but it's close enough. Alright, pretty reasonable first turn. Killed 2 guards, started hacking, grabbed a box. That camera is unfortunately going to be blocking his exit. I think it is worth me taking the detour to make that less of a problem. Gonna have to spend 2 AP getting there. That's fine. No one else is going to see her anytime soon, so it's whatever. Take you out, and then I can just kind of wait. We'll have everyone wait, just, you know, see what the guards are actually doing on their turn. You're standing still, that's good to know. You can keep hacking, that's also very reasonable. Have to drop you. We know it's double passive ice here, but honestly, depending on what's actually going forward, I might as well go in this order. 17 connection health is fine. Yeah, so because it can't load programs, I want to load everything first. So I can drop you, not deal with the other stuff, then go here. This sucks a lot. Okay, I have a plan. It's going to be okay. So I can't load programs, right? That's okay. I've already loaded trap destruction. So I go here, I scan, and what do I see? Stuff I can disable. So I'm going to just move here instead. When you load a program, it's unfortunate that I have to hit this one, but we go here. We have to go here. We can then load sleaze, drop you. 14 connection is fine. And we've got one of everything over there. Okay, exact same method. Move over. Load a program, download, and damage. Bam, bam, bam. Connection health. It's enough. I'm actually very fortunate that almost all the escalations were things that did literally nothing. Minus connection health, minus connection health, minus connection health, and then enough damage that I could actually withstand it. We're chilling. I don't care about this SCU. I could choose to care. I'm choosing not to. Because it's a red matrix host, and those suck. So just disconnect. I have AP still to spend, which is nice. Should let these guards waste their turns first, but yeah. Overall, fairly chill. So now the question is the team going to run to the left altogether, or am I going to like join in the middle? Let's yield and find out. You are heading my way, so I've got to get past you. That's going to be fine. I can do that. You're finally going to move. We were waiting for you for the whole time. You're looking out that way. Okay. Loot box number 2. And we've got one of the stabilizers. Nice. We've got a blueprint that we still can't sell yet. We've got 35k in cred chips. Not bad. Yeah, okay. We're chilling. Let's run you out. Okay, so you're going to walk toward me and then be very killable next turn. That's good to know. I want this box, of course. I also want these boxes, right? I want to, like, generally as a team, get through this sort of area. These 3 guards, basically. Like, no one's up here at this point. I can kind of, I have enough vision to know. But, like, these 3 guards kind of matter. You don't have to kill them right away, but we do need to get rid of them. I don't know if this camera turns or not. I didn't remember checking. but I want my hacker to take a straight line if he can, right? Which means actually going kind of like this. I've also, it's worth noting, got limited numbers of device disables. Or I've got 2 packet losses, and I've already used the one for my Cyberknight. So things like this laser wire are like very meaningful, and I want to knock them down. But the entire team has to take these loot boxes, right? So I'm feeling like someone steps in for this. I don't know who, but it's not going to be the hacker. I mean, it will... Yeah, I think someone's going to... I think Sniper and CK come from here. Kill this guy. Loop in, then back out. And then the soldier and the hacker go this way. Splitting up is not ideal, but I think it's going to be okay in this case. If you turn, I'm going to get spotted. I don't really care. I care a little bit, but I'd rather save packet loss for something else, though, so I'm still not going to bother. Okay, there's a third guard over there. That's going to make it a little bit more annoying. Either way, your vision cone won't see me, so it's fine. Can I kill you on 3 action points? The answer is basically no. If my CK had Atomic Stutter, I'd be like, oh, we're chilling. We'll just kill him with this, but... let's see, yeah. That's not really any faster. This is clearly faster, so... And I don't want to alert you yet. It's not worth it. We can kill you at the start of next turn because you're rolling an 11. And this one I actually will go for throwing the buff down. I can even throw marker sights here as well. Just because it's gonna cool back down anyway. Just like get some of my stuff started. Nothing else to really spend action points on. Might as well take a preemptive reload. I can stand here and not be seen. And also save 1 AP for initiative. That seems reasonable. This seems like a pretty good time to go for a look ahead, actually. These 3... I can't reach them. Okay, never mind. I'd like to, but I would have to run out like this. I don't really want to, so nah, I'm just going to end my turn. Alright. +2 tally. Camera turns. Yep, sees my guy. It's fine. I don't really care. We know that you're going to run back, but I actually want to kill you, so I'm going to have you yield. I'm going to have the sniper grab this kill. This seems very functional. I'm going to shoot once, then take a step forward. So I don't think you're ever going to turn the other direction. I don't see why you would. By running you forward, I can have 2 shots and like save the last action point. That crit helps. Yep, you're going to die really soon. That's good for me. CK can mostly just run. There's no way to do this really with 1 action point. Let's just shoot you the way it is right now. That's fine. Down you go. Big crit. I think she counted a stealth there. Running into that camera kind of sucks. Maybe the soldier does it. I think soldier does it. You can yield then. You're going to run towards where my hacker might be. That's scary. You're standing. Who should do it? Well, soldier can actually reach, which is nice. Whole squad can come through the middle, which I kind of like. We can actually jump on this guy. And then hacker just solo runs this, which I think is actually acceptable. We can exit if we have to. Don't have to. Don't want to. Stabilizer 3. A suppressor. A metacloud that we can sell. Well, 2 out of 3. That's good. You get like 20% of the mission baseline. And you get 30% of the mission. Or I guess it's 10% baseline and 30% of the mission from each thing you get. So we're at 70% total pay right now. With full XP, full hype. You're just turning back and forth, which is expected. You're pretty much useless. Yep. Let's see. Your initiative roll is a 16, which is actually ahead of my entire team. However, these block a line of sight, so even if you walk towards me, I'm probably safe, so I'm going to take that risk here. Even if you are being sent my way due to the camera, well, I should not be able to take this risk, but I'm going to anyway. This is not actually smart, by the way. We got a stabilizer, that's kind of cool. We got an armor pen blueprint, which is also nice. That increases shred chance. So, mission complete. We got pretty lucky. We got 3 out of the 4 boxes. But I still want the rest of the loot here. And so basically I'm going to send my CK pretty far forward. And we're just going to shoot at you guys next turn. Actually, I should be a little bit more safe because we know that these guys... Like, we've triggered quite a lot of security escalation. So I want to be somewhere where if they walk toward where we triggered devices, we don't get shot. Yeah, so, right, these 4 guys all got woken up. Escalation was body timers, which means we're going to hit it again really soon. We're going to get another escalation next turn, I think, no matter what. Or almost. I guess we have 2 to spare. Yep, so you've been sent. Thankfully, you've been sent kind of away from us. The soldier's going to blocked off. You're on a patrol. You were not told anything. Okay. You were sent that way, but again, I was behind some stuff, so we bypassed you. The risk worked. You're being sent forward. Again, we should be pretty well hidden. Yeah, you saw a corpse. But again, as mentioned, we're pretty hidden. Marker sites there seems very reasonable. Okay, you're just kind of scooting up, and you're scooting over. And it's our time to shine. Okay, well, it's a clear tactical surge turn. We've got a lot of guards to kill, but I also really want to strike zone them. This feels like a pretty good time to throw down. It doesn't really matter which ones we go for initially. Like, they're all kind of the same. It's just 2 basic guards, 2 basic guards. I'm going to throw a strike zone at them. Nah, I'm going to throw it at these guys. They're already marker sites, but this just seems reasonable. Now the question is, do I want to be really, really loud, or do I want to pistol them? I can pistol them relatively safely. Just one question, actually. Does she have steamroll back? Yes. Okay. No doubt about she has steamroll, which means... let's not leave anyone with, like, 1 action point left heading into, like, her turn. And then, to be action point efficient, I'm going to run up here. It might be only a glance, it's fine. Nope, it's guaranteed to hit. Nice crit. You're alert. And yeah, you are obviously pretty angsty, because you've just seen people invade your space. Just gonna step out here and go for the kill, I guess. You saw another one. Yes, you did. Nice crit. Let's keep it going. That steamroll on only 3? Oh, he's too far away. Darn. I was hoping to get that, actually. Now, the downside of all this is I do not have... Ooh, you're at 19. That is scary. I just barely can't... Yeah, it's not going to be in range. So I basically can't get... So here's what I'm thinking, right? I want to pre-compute at somebody so that they can kind of take over and deal a lot of damage and then go first next turn. Seen by a camera, I don't care. So I should have actually run him here first. I didn't think about the range being unacceptable. Anyway, what I want to do is basically maximize damage. So it's like, well, if I run here, I can full auto and then spend 2 action points afterwards. I should be in range for marker sites as well, so I can make that look pretty decent. I should be in JTAC. You could, of course, flank. That would be a little bit scary, but for now, I'll take that risk. You rolled a 19. You rolled a 17, which is not quite as bad. Let's go ahead and Iron Grip to try to get that kill first try. Crit chance here is going to be solid. Some from marker sites, some from JTAC. Not quite enough to kill, sadly. So what I'm going to do is run up a little bit closer. That way I can kill you, no problem. Oh, I rocked out a JTAC, so I don't have the guaranteed shot. Shoot. That's bad. I didn't think about JTAC making that not playable. Or JTAC being the reason it was playable. Now, of course, a lot of gunfire has been heard at this point. So I'm going to put you here. Which should be... Yeah, and of course, they're all hearing gunfire now. So we're going to get plenty of tally. Take the reload. because it's 1 AP to shoot anyway. Kill you. Okay, no more alive alerted guards. However, someone died right in front of you, and so you're understandably a bit suspicious that something might be going wrong here. Couldn't tell you what, but it does seem likely. Now, what is your role? You're at an 18, and if you run towards my hacker, he's going to be very sad. Now, unfortunately, -2 is not going to change anything. You're going to go to 16, he's at 15, nothing gets better. If I end my turn, there's a really good chance to go ahead of both of you, and I can still throw down Precomputed and Rewind and send him out there anyway. In fact, Rewind's +2 plus Look Ahead means I can actually make you a little useless. So I'm going to do that because the chances are very high she rolls out above him. She didn't. So, the guards are being sent by the AI. They got a suppressant, suppressants. Ooh, suppressants and emetics. Yeah, those are both quite advanced guard types. Well, JTAC is back next turn, so I'm pretty willing to say, let's run out here. Let's throw down the buff on everybody. And do I care about you guys still hearing gunfire? Eh? Let's just shoot him. Great, down he goes. And then I'm going to wait, because I might use my 1 AP on something. I think I'll just pre-marker sights you. I think that's fine. Because someone else might need to pick that kill up. Okay, you are heading forward. I think you don't quite see me. Oh, you do at the very end. Ah, okay. That's actually fine. You've been marker sighted, which means I can just shoot you and it's acceptable. You're hearing more gunfire. In fact, hold on. Before I do that, I need to remind my hacker. This should bump him by 2. He now goes ahead of that dude, so we can go and book it towards this. Don't need to do anything else here. Nice job. They keep hearing gunfire. That's fine. Alright, you can now run to this Matrix host. Not going to make it just yet, but you can still get very far. Actually, wait. Ooh. If I delay enough, I can get bumped by Coordinated Charge, which is really good for a turn where all I'm really doing is running. The problem is you're going on 16, which means I need to get away from you. So I don't get the luxury of doing this. So much as I would like to, Ray isn't going till 5, and I don't want to get caught out. So we don't get that chance here, unfortunately. And yeah, you might have cut my guy off. Hey, thankfully he stopped. I didn't know that though. Okay, well there's no point in you being coordinated charged with 1 action point left. So let's have you just reload and fully end your turn. Should do the same for the Cyber Knight. You'll probably see a corpse. Maybe not actually. And the emetic. Great. So they are a little bit alert, which is scary. Worth noting that these guys are incredibly durable. Emetics are very, very, very tanky. And once they're actually aggroed, they'll throw heal buffs. The suppressant, quite tanky as well. They've got, you know, similar amounts of armor, but one's got way more health. And then just for good measure, here's a fire comm. Nice big assault rifle, and yeah, plenty of damage available there. So scary stuff. We got to be pretty careful about initiative rolls and them going ahead of us. These guys all have really good rolls, which means I do have to be pretty cognizant of what they could do and where you could be sent. I'm going to probably stand here. That allows me to use this as cover for you, and this as cover from these guys. That should be relatively safe. And then I'll have you take 1 step forward so you can catch the hacker in coordinated charge. And then where do I want to be? I mean, I could run all the way to the loot box. I think that's like functional. I think it's actually very reasonable. There's a good chance we just dodge these guys well enough and that they get sidetracked by some escalation. They get like told to run to some other corpse. Obviously, triggering this might also send someone my way, but it would only be one of them. The AI tends to only send 1 person per trigger. So there's a really good chance that nothing special happens here. All right, escalation is what? Well, of course, they found a corpse. Escalation, is it drugs? It is body timers. Okay. And yeah, they're only sending Ulto because it's one of the only new things found. Okay, so I think, again, the goal is dodge these guys as much as possible. We'll grab these 2 boxes, and there's the exit. That's pretty easy. I should have thought about boosting this guy to go sooner. He could absolutely get caught, and that would be a bad thing. So I think I misplayed this a little bit here. E-Medic went nowhere. We take those. Soldier can stay. Suppressant is going still forward. Alright, well, he's definitely going to get spotted on the way out. Hacker should hack. I think that's fine. You go to there. We trigger a device. It is what it is. Is this a big host? Is it a small host? Please be a small host. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. Okay, 1, 2, 3 sets of downloads. I don't care about the other devices. Let's load the basic stuff here. Let's load spoof. It's a yellow one, which is nice. Much easier. Not even an orange one in the middle. Just a yellow one. This is going to be much more chill. Probably just going to 0 interrupt you and then run for all these. Don't see why we do anything else. Damage to connection. I can tank once. I can scan and see if it's special. You know, this is actually maybe beatable. Depends what the trap ice is. If you use a program, steal AP. If you exit the node, restarts ice. Tally on any action. Honestly, yeah, we can chill. This is fine. Drop you. Drop you. I do care about program loading, so we got to kill all this, unfortunately. But I think that was, reasonable overall. We can load this stuff. You only got through 2 nodes, but I think this is totally fine. Alright. You're chilling for now. Are you doing anything special? No. You're useless. Okay, so I'm going to run this way, because he'll spot me otherwise. And in fact, I can get around the camera. It'll be fine. And the cool thing is, I'm just barely far enough you don't even hear footsteps. That's pretty fortunate. That is quite fortunate. Let's go get our free loot. Only 2 boxes left. It's all optional loot at this point. We get a pretty solid scope and stuff we can sell. Have you grab this loot over here. Don't see why not. And at this point, there's no reason to trigger more tally if I can help it, so we can have the soldiers sneak out. Should be able to run. Sadly, no. It's fine. Well, we'll just group up in the hacker room, basically. I'm going to hide you behind cover. Because I can't go very far anyway, so let's just be in a spot where you're chilling. This way, no matter kind of where they go, they're not going to find you. Escalation again. Is it drugs? I guess if no one has actually directly seen invaders on their turn, they don't tend to give them combat drugs. I think somebody has to actually say, hey, I'm directly in combat. Hey, AI, I'm directly in combat. Hey. And without that, they don't seem to try to be scary. I'm going to load disarm from outside. Because these could all have passive ice saying don't load programs, which I can truly ignore. We'll go in this order. Load decoy, get it back. Again, all this stuff here. AP cost, then tally, then connection use, all needed. One of everything, so we've got to load this. Go here. Any action relocates, minus connection health. Woke up ice, that's annoying. It's still sleeping, so got to do it again. It's a lot of connection health gone. Prevent download access. Duh. 4 tally per here, not great. Okay, 3 tally per is a little bit nicer. Tally, and then see program loading that I could have skipped, but I forgot to load trap ice, so I have to get this anyway. Minus 2 health. Yeah, that's fine, I have enough armor. Yeah, so prevents program loading, and unfortunately, I forgot to do the smart thing. And do it correctly, so I have to, unfortunately, drop an extra ice that I didn't need to drop. Just to go here, download, download, download. Well, we know the drill here. We spend 8. We'll drop this next turn. 4 per tally kind of sucks. We'll load programs in the incinerator. Come down, take this. We should be done during the next turn. So it should be okay. End the action. Connection health's getting a little bit low, but for now it's not too bad. And you're done, so where can we put you that's, like, good? You run around, and we can put you behind this desk. I think that's just good enough. Kind of park you here. You're away from the camera, and you're clearly controlling the exit. Oh, you're very close by. I didn't see that, but we can't do anything about that, really. I could throw J-Tac on these guys, but I don't think we're fighting for this spot. I mean, we might be, but I'm pretty sure I can... okay, if you run straight forward, you will, in fact, find my Cyber Knight. Well, that's not true, because Cyber Knight... Okay, I'm going to yield and have everyone else do other stuff first. So let's put you here. And... yeah, I think just, like, vaguely in the room is fine. We're basically one tax surge or coordinated charge away from, like, fully getting out. I'm going to have you... actually, yeah, we can yield you. Let you do whatever, which is nothing. I'm going to have you, as per usual, just kind of end your turn. And then you can go ahead and tactical surge to get them all on their turn 8. And I can run up here and get what I want, which is the last box. Okay. And looks like no matter what I do, I'm going to get seen by the camera, so that's fine. If I run like this, though, this desk blocks the thing initially. Camera sees me, whatever. But I can at least get farther. And do I need to go for a look ahead? I'll save it. Let's remember 1 AP reloading, because I don't really care about the 1 initiative that I would get by not. A guard is missing, so someone's going to be sent for the body timer, probably. Alright, so what do we have going on here? Waiting to see what the guards do, right? If they're a danger, we have to make them not dangerous anymore. Okay, you're useless. Great. You are also useless. Also great. Are you useless? You're entirely useless. Okay. And yeah, you're useless too. You got sent here to go investigate something, and then you just stopped. You're like, well, I can't find anything. I guess we're done here. So, I guess we'll take these safe reloads. Actually, I should have waited to see what this guy has to do, because he might be done during this turn, and that means I was wasteful. So, these are all disabled, so we can sleaze that. There we go. Lost decoy, it's fine. I think this is going to be fewer. Yep. Consider it as fewer or less tally per action. Let's load everything. There are going to be traps on that for sure. Damage to connection and then connection use. Got to go in this order. 2 active ice. Great. I can reload this. Rather take tally than the connection health at this point, so we'll take the tally. I lost decoy. It's fine. I'll load decoy for the millionth time, because why not? But all I have to do is walk over here, hit 0 interrupt, just not even read what this text is, because it doesn't matter at all. Lost decoy, still don't care. CPU spike, doesn't matter at all. And I can attempt to go for the exit here. I'm just going to run up to the camera. And I'm going to use a bunch of buffs to guarantee he goes first. Yeah, we're going to escalate to 5. I don't really care. So, here. You made it out. Do I need to J-Tac? No. You're done. Alright, how about you? Anything special? Not really. I'm going to run you here. And yeah, this is why I shouldn't have used... done the reloads on my soldier, because he didn't actually need them. Because he's leaving. He can make it anyway, but like... you know, it was kind of useless. But because we bumped initiative, our hacker's going first next turn no matter what. These guys can't roll above 12. And we are chilling. We got all the lockboxes. We got every download node. CPU spikes were not needed. We are happy. We're doing what we came for. Wonderful stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's that. It's a total score. We got everything. I believe we got the 8 kills needed to give him Influence, yes, we did. That's great. We got exactly 8. I didn't even really pay attention, but it was grayed out, so I knew it was fine. I could have stepped up for a kill if I wanted to. 30 influence on a gun runner is worth it. If you're not getting a bunch of gun blueprints, which in this case, you know, we don't have, then yeah, that's very reasonable. So pretty solid payment, pretty solid XP. 130 permission is nice. Again, 100 permission to the understudies here as well. Safety save just in case. Who knows why. So here's the interesting situation that we're in. I want to run this Q-gap spike. It's good money. It's solid XP. These secondaries don't really matter very much. Probably going to clear it fast, but probably not going to get 14 kills. That's fine. That doesn't really matter. There's good loot available there. We're still dumping XP into these guys. They're going to both level up next, which is good. The Carnivore legwork is due in 2 days. That is likely to succeed. It's at 87% already, so odds are very, very high we get it. And what I'm a little bit worried about is if I wait too long for stuff like waiting for the pistol to be done, or waiting for, I don't know, the like, I don't even know what I'm waiting for initially. Like, there's nothing immediately pressing here. Actually, worth noting that one thing you could wait for is influence limit breaks. This guy's at 90, this guy's at 80, this guy's at 80. We have limit breaks that are pending right now. There's also, of note, 170 XP to go till the Cybernet levels up to 13, which would be useful because there are talent points I would want. I could further bump things like Downer, which would be good. And that means I could grab this Scav raid and use that to, right, progress and be more powerful and hooray. So ideally, I want to run like all of these, right? I want to run this, I want to run this, I want to level up, and it'll be wonderful, right? Get more talents, get more powerful, all my people. I also need to know exactly when Carnivore is due, and I really want to use Hacking Station and Field Ops Center leverages to make that mission easier. Because I'm basically just like orienting all of my short-term strategy around, hey, important mission coming up, right? Be smart. Don't have your core squad be injured. If they do get injured, make sure you can use a Field Ops Center token to delay it. All that kind of stuff, right? That's most of the thought process, basically. We can go use this research compendium and make some money, if possible. Great. We have some unredacted medical records we can sell. We have this research dossier that's attached to Project Kronos. We high-rolled the research compendium, by the way, and got it as a legendary. By the way, this is 126 because I'm getting half money from leverage. This is worth 250k. It's very good if you didn't know. So I can get up to 145k for it, or I can get like favors with potato. Now, to be fair, I am swimming in money, but I would still honestly rather have the money anyway. I don't think 3 favors with, actually, you know what? I am going to go here. It's not great. It's letting a lot of money on fire, right? I'm getting 3 favors instead of 145k. So are the favors each worth, 49k each? The answer is kind of yes, because I can get gold keys from this, and those rooms are meant to be worth more than that. So here you go. Again, I'm going to save that one in case it actually matters down the line. I don't think it's supposed to, but it has special text, so... But we can, sell some medical records. I don't believe I have any item blueprints I can sell. Oh, I do actually. I have 1. So 2k for that. Great. I don't believe I can sell any of these armors because no one's there to buy them. But, here are some new armor blueprints we got. We have plus 0.2 action points as an implicit. We got some nice full auto and crit bonus, which is kind of sweet. If you wanted wound resistant HP, we could do that and jam that onto a different armor at some point. We can sell all these low tier accounts. They don't have any significance otherwise. Otherwise, they're worth influence, and Potato, my wire ghost, who buys all accounts, I'm going to sell it to him after he's done limit breaking. There's no rush otherwise. Okay, so that's the money made. I made another 21k. Cool. Not a ton, but it is what it is. Realistically, there's nothing else to do except train the squad and run the Q-gap spike. I believe it's not worth getting any of these. Yes, injecting accounts could be nice. However, I want this for Carnivore. The field ops injections could be nice. Here's some file data chips. Wonderful stuff there, yes. But at the end of the day, I don't need to make the job easier. I need to make Carnivore easier, so it's not going to be what's happening here. We can go ahead and buy the gold key. We got the option from Potato here. I'm going to buy the Matrix Snoop because, of course, it's the best thing you could possibly get. the fact that it's 10k is criminal. We can train 2 of our guys. That's pretty good. Let's do that. So my hacker has 2-point packet loss. He's got 4-turn overclock. He's got max damage null up. He's got 0 interrupt. There's basically no good upgrades to 0 interrupt. Like, you can go for this disable increase. It usually doesn't matter, but it can sometimes. You can make the AP cost go down by 5. I don't know why I'd bother. These things taking damage per turn is not honestly very relevant. This is just not important, to be honest. What you can do, and I've like kind of run the math here, and right now I'm against my talent limit anyway, but essentially you can go and grab these 2 points here to get 4 scapegoat tokens that you can destroy 4 ice without getting tally, and you can go here and spend another 4 points and get basically another 4 tokens. Obviously as a 1-point warrior you get 2 tokens, but then you can get 1 token, and then this, because you get 2 charges, is functionally another 4 tokens because you've already upgraded it here. This ends up being good if you're actually nuking or like null opping more than once in a node. Like, if you only take the CPU out, you don't need the extra charges. Just the 4 is enough and you can just move on. But otherwise, like, spoof is pretty solid because you can, you know, spend 3 points to get a second spoof token, basically. Again, the 1-point wonder is amazing, but after 3 points, you can double the thing. Not bad, considering it, you know, takes travel in the first place. For trunk patch, you would mathematically go this way and get connection repair and minus tally, and you move up here. These don't really matter at all, but, you know, you boost your thing to repair 20 connection, you boost the thing to take quantum tally down by 10, and then you're like, well, I'd like to drop quantum tally by 20, I'd like to, you know, repair 40 connection health, and you're like, yeah, that seems pretty good. So that's the way you would go long term. Anyway, I've got 1 point, and I'm gonna go. Wait, did I already spend it somehow? Am I silly? Did I like waste my point on something, or am I like not paying attention? Or was he not ready to train? Am I dumb? Did I do something stupid? I thought I had a point to spend, and I don't see a point to spend. Maybe I'm stupid. Whatever. Could have sworn he was trainable. Oh, the yellow was required, not can train. That's why. Okay. Anyway, when he levels to 12, we'll do that. Anyway, for Raze, he's got 1 point to spend. Unfortunately, he can't get Savagery until I unlearn a point in Iron Grip. Realistically, though, if we look, my Sim Stream Trainer has a token, and so it is time to basically say, go be very powerful. So if I look at my soldier tree, I chose to go for a big marker sites push, which I think is worth it, but I could undo this and go for hard Savagery instead. I think realistically, with what I've got available on this character, I think it's actually correct here. I'm going to go respec you, add multi-class, go soldier right away. Still going to go coordinated charge. Gonna go grab Savagery, cap it out. Now with 5 points, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and be done. I mean, that's not a horrible idea. Iron Grip is obviously very, very good. Let me check something real quick, because I can tell when the next breakpoint is. There. Next time I get 2 talent points in a level is going to be level 15. Okay. So it'll be a while until I can do a 2-point here. I could, of course, wait till level 13. Difficulty is I'm pretty far from that. I'm, I guess, 4 missions away. That's not horrible. But it's like, yeah, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then at level 13 get the final action point. But I think what's better here, realistically, is actually going, and I'll still get some of it, right? So I'm going to go here and get the second action point. So I have now on crit 2 AP plus 1 move point. I've got Savagery here, which says when you get a kill, 50% ballistic pure damage upgrade for this and the next turn. And it gives crit chance, which means it can trigger recoup. And then with my 1 unspent point, we can just take Iron Grip. And then at level 13 and level 14, I can just either, again, do nothing and get the recoup plus 2, or what I think is actually more important is take 25% less recoil gen for Iron Grip here, which means that when I start my really big turn of like trying to Savagery and recoup people so I can Savagery some more, that recoil is going to be much less severe. And then at level 16, 17, I go here and make it 50% less recoil. I'm, of course, skipping out on these nice marker sites, nice marker sites benefits. But, my sniper has that anyway, so, yes, Skull Shot's useless. Yes, Death Watch is just a travel node. But we've got the nice marker site stuff. We've got a little bit of Iron Grip benefit. We started to move towards Savagery. he's gonna be doing this next, basically, right? Yeah, so that squad basically as ready as they're going to be. These guys still getting XP, which is wonderful. I've got the gold key, I've got the Matrix Snoop, and there's not much else to really say. I want to run the missions as soon as possible so that if someone gets injured, we have time to recover before this mission is actually teed up in front of us. So that'll be the plan. That's going to be the episode. Next mission is going to be running this Q-Gap spike, and hopefully it's enjoyable. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.